Hello. In this short video, I'm going to look at change management within Worksoft Certify. We'll look at how to merge a folder of processes into an existing project with processes. So basically, as your application or test changes, or maybe expand your test coverage, you're going to end up with the need to version these and import them in. So in my case, I'll have a production project. I want to bring in a new version of some tests into my project. So here I have Certify. If I look at my functional tests and my daily regression project, I have a driver and I have a folder of some different processes. What I'm going to do is import a new set of processes, and I want to merge them in because I'm interested to see how it happens when I've shared processes or things are the same, right? So the import process creates a new folder with the date and a timestamp, and then lays down all of my assets. So I can see here that I have my load Chrome. So if I were to eyeball it, I could say, yep, those two load Chromes look the same. But I probably have some differences in these different tests here than in my folder there. So what I want to do is I want to actually merge these over into here and get my new changes. Now the trick is I may not understand the differences. Someone else might have done this. So if I point over to the folder I want to put them into, what will happen is we'll get a dialog showing us the differences. So I can see the target path is my daily. Now let's see. Okay, looks like the target, I see green checks everywhere. So it looks like this process really hasn't changed. Okay, that's great. I can merge it over. But let's look at the other one before I do this change. Okay, let's see what's happened. I can see a pencil here. So I can see my source has the input T name, and the other one had a hard-coded value. So the new merged will have the variables. So it looks like they did some variabilization. That makes sense. Those things will change there. Okay, now I can see some pluses. So I can see there's actually some new steps that have been added to the process. And they're missing the other one. And then I can see we get back to the log off, and that's very similar. So those are green checks. So looks like this process, there were some changes to it, some variabilization and extra steps. So what I want to do is I want to accept the merge, and then on that one I'll just replace the target. So what this means is I will replace, just move out with any merging changes. This one, the manual merge, means I looked at it, maybe I accepted or denied some changes, and I'll click save. Okay, so are you sure you want to do this? I'll say yes. And what's happening now is we're actually re-referencing and pointing to the new sub-process. So when we do the merge, we do the work to take the process from the imported folder and we get it moved over. And then what we'll see is when we look at the shared process here, if I look at this Chrome, it's got these two sub-processes in it. And they will now reference the new processes. So we've overlaid the processes here and we've got them pointing into here. So nice enough. Now we can actually go through and see that it has the reference to the new process with all the extra steps. So the nice thing about merging and change management within Certify is we make it pretty easy. We allow you to export into a zip file with your different JSON data. We then allow you to pull those into your projects. You can then merge them in. So now I've got some shared processes and I had some changes of processes. I could visually see the differences, see what changes are made, and merge them in. So now in my functional tests area, my daily regressions, when I run this, I'll get the new version of my tests. Thanks a lot and have a great day.